I'ma get mine. Fuck what you talking. Hybrid. You already know what this shit do. Cause I'ma go. I'ma get mine. Fuck what you talking. Hybrid. You already know what this shit do. Cause I'ma go time. Give me that. It's all tears and nothing funny, lame. Like the last dice game, left for the bloody shame. Guess it was crummy aim, cause I was aiming at Duke, but ended up busting like 4 braids. Used to be on some grimy shit, snatching bras, gold chain. Just remember my name, Corey, that's the king. I damn it, Baton to get you model bitches and more. I spit hot shit, making you pet them cats in the room. And my dogs is goons, extortion, at its finest, duck cats with runners, and break bread to this shit. Prison niggas and sufferers, nod your head to this shit. Crime heists and flappers, brown feeling the style. Real niggas can ride it down, pop a slug in your thigh. All my niggas is up north, keep the struggle alive. Fake niggas don't show you love, out of sight and mind. And they don't remember shit unless you pop in the nine. I pop in the spine, smash mics and rockin' some shines. Then they wanna ride your dick like they sweating the dime. But that's a small thing, cause now I'm taking what's mine. Give me that. Cause I'ma go time. Give me that. I'ma get mine.
I'm feeling myself. I'm back, y'all.
Hybrid.
You know what I mean?
You already know what this shit do. Cause I'ma go time. Give me that. And I'ma get mine. And I'm always on the run. And I'm always gonna shine. It's the money game. It's all tears and nothing funny, lame. Like the last dice game, left for the bloody shame. Guess it was crummy aim, cause I was aiming at Duke, but ended up busting like 4 braids. Used to be on some grimy shit, snatching bras, gold chain. Just remember my name, Corey, that's the king. I damn it, Baton to get you model bitches and more. I spit hot shit, making you pet them cats in the room. And my dogs is goons, extortion, at its finest, duck cats with runners, and break bread to this shit. Prison niggas and sufferers, nod your head to this shit. Crime heists and flappers, brown feeling the style. Real niggas can ride it down, pop a slug in your thigh. All my niggas is up north, keep the struggle alive. Fake niggas don't show you love, out of sight and mind. And they don't remember shit unless you pop in the nine. I pop in the spine, smash mics and rockin' some shines. Then they wanna ride your dick like they sweating the dime. But that's a small thing, cause now I'm taking what's mine. Give me that. Cause I'ma go time. Give me that. And I'ma get mine. And I'm always on the run. And I'm always gonna shine.
So silent, where they at they hiding. So silent, where they at they hiding. Turn the volume up so they can hear us on the island. Turn the volume up so they can hear us on the island. Block God, they done started something. Block God, they done started something. You looking like you wanna be a prince or something. You looking like you wanna be a crip or something. Now light it up and let it go, boom. Light it up and let it go, boom. It go tiptoe silent, where they at they hiding. Tiptoe silent, where they at they hiding.
Same left hooks, right hooks, and uppercuts. What do you do when the concrete hits your butt? What do you do when the right is in sight? You tried to dip, you're not that quick, and I turn off the lights, cause you know I leave an MC strong. I'm leaving niggas on Beach Street like Ray Dong Kong. Hurting MCs like tight shoes hurt your bunions. Hitting them in the eye, making them cry like onions. Inside of my brain, you find remain of my foes. I'm turning well-known pros into average Joes. Niggas on the room for me, like a town full of hicks, like a fat ugly bitch. I'm nothing to fuck with, I'm a psychopath. I'm one of the best that hybrid has, and the rest of my crew make up the 20 mad. I'm a cutthroat, a psychiatric ward.
I already know. Shout out to West Coast.
Poetical ruler, poetical sniper. More shit in my brain than in the bed.
I go time, and I'ma get mine. And I'm always on the run.
straight nigga HP. And leave a nigga hot and dead, no HD. I be grinding hard and I'm talking with a J speed. Right up by the corner store, everything I get is raw. Niggas holding out they face till I'm knocking at they door. Why they playing like I ain't touching yo? I got boogers in my ears, they got boogers in their nose. Why these pussy niggas playing like they really want beef? I'm from that part where my niggas leave me 6 feet. I don't get shot, I'm the only one clapping the heat. Die slow so your body is never resting in peace. I'm going to hell so I'm living a DIE. I'm cocking that thing back and spray the RP. I'm getting money fly nigga, but don't get it twisted. I walk with the 380 but I trap with the Smithin'. A real crip nigga but I don't do the piecing. Cause the same niggas that's banging you can find them in the precinct.
Yeah, I'm back, y'all. You know what I mean? Taking care of some BI at the same time. You know what I mean? I got the jump. This is actually the jump job before I put all the new stuff. So you're not gonna hear all the new stuff y'all was hearing. You know, but it got a lot of the music on it though. You know, it got two nonsense stuff like that on it. They don't have the other stuff though. They don't have Call Me and Damn and stuff like that on it. They don't have All About the Money on it, but you know what I mean? I was feeling naked for a minute, couldn't play no music. What was I getting ready to do? Make sure I'm connected. Good. Forever Lighting was good. Yeah, I was doing a live about 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, whatever had ended, because I was taking care of something or whatever, and we back online. You know what I mean? Getting back to the juicy stuff and all that, man. You know? You already know what's poppin'. We poppin', beloved. You know what I mean? We always poppin'. I see my man sending me photos and stuff. Are you back, Shattered? Shattered, you back, baby? Alright. Yeah, so I got most of the songs on here, so we back with the music, y'all. We good. You know?
Hybrid.
I got 2 nuts in my pocket. This game I'ma lock it. I just keep it poppin' and keep these haters watching. I got 2 nuts in the stash. Focus on my cash. I remember being broke. Ain't no going back to that. I got 2 nuts in my pocket. This game I'ma lock it. I just keep it poppin' and keep these haters watching. I got 2 nuts in the stash. Focus on my cash. I remember being broke. Ain't no going back to that. Yo, I'm so cold, call me Frio. I hustle like Montego. And Montego, then it's Rio. Setting visions for my people. When we did it, now it's legal. Ain't no acting Steven Seagal. Boy, he capping when we see you. Got me laughing at you Beatles. I ain't talking about the band. My man, can you see you? No longer doing scams. Counting bands was the preview. Get Miami from a youngin', now it's Dubai just for nothing. I remember having nothing when I said I won't be nothing. Now it's something on the table. Cuban link the cable. It's Equate, it's CK, and Hybrid be the label. I ain't hearing what they saying, cause I'm too legit. Ain't no playing around my way, them boys will let it rip. Better stay up in your lane if you don't wanna sit. It's okay if you ain't know that I be with the shit. hits. We ain't playing in the booth, insteady making hits. Need some patty in my plum, I need another sip. I got 2 knots in my pocket. This game I'ma lock it. I just keep it popping and keep these haters watching. I got 2 knots in the stash. Focus on my cash. I remember being broke, ain't no going back to that. I got 2 knots in my pocket. This game I'ma lock it. I just keep it popping and keep these haters watching. I got 2 knots in the stash. Focus on my cash. I remember being broke, ain't no going back to that.
Started off with milligrams, now I'm selling kilograms. Used to love to kill a man, spin around like cellophane. Used to play for 100 grand. Now my plans are bigger, man. Got me playing for bigger land. Big house with pretty sand. As a youth, couldn't understand. Always tried to be the man. Now I know how to play my hand. From 100 to a million bands. One choice for life, man. Just me and my wife, man. Yeah, she's my right hand. Just blew my lifespan. One night, blew 100 bands. Top dog still sitting, man. Fly off to my private land. Get low, make a never plan. Another flip, a million bands.
I got 2 knots in my pocket. This game I'ma lock it.
What's good, my nigga? Huh? Pull up. Never pull out. You know what I mean? Yeah, my man sitting in his bed early in the morning. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. You know what I mean? You hear it? This is the unmixed one. That's how long I had this jump job right here, whatever. That it don't got all the mixed down songs like the other one I had. You know what I mean? Skunky Monkey was good, man. Top of the top. You know what I mean? I see all my people back. You know what I mean? Let me sit by that one. Shoot by that one.
Hybrid. Who that? 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 Motherfucker, who that? 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 Motherfucker, who that? 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 Motherfucker, who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that?
All the goons gon' ride out. Enemies gon' die now. Cause the trauma don't die out. And where you gon' hide out? Cause I'ma bring the pain. And I'ma let it bang. You can't call time out. When we run up in your mom's house, you leave the whole scene chalked out. And yeah, we off the bullshit. I'll put you on the news clip. Ambulance can't do shit. The goons gon' ride out.
Said the goons gon' ride out, ride out. They said the goons gon' ride out, ride out.
Where y'all niggas gon' hide out? Everything is foreign out here, we keep it moving. Some of my niggas is popping, other moving. Young boys packing them clips and they all shooters. Body count high out here, we all gooned up. Step in the spot, the rollie shining, I'm jeweled up. They knew what it was when the lamb nigga it pulled up. Fendi monster fly out here, looking like new bucks. Louis all white, they racist, looking like Ku Klux. Look in my eyes, my nigga, tell that I'm bossed up. Too many perks in my system, nigga, I'm sauced up. Hot tub purple out here, my niggas poured up. High bridge the wave, my nigga, yeah, we was bored up. Yeah, my nigga bored up. High bridge the wave, my nigga, yeah, we was bored up.
Where you niggas gon' hide out? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Motherfucker, who that? 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 Motherfucker, who that? 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 Motherfucker, who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that?
All the goons gon' ride out. Enemies gon' die now. Cause the trauma don't die out. And where you gon' hide out? Cause I'ma bring the pain. And I'ma let it bang. You can't call time out. When we run up in your mom's house, you leave the whole scene chalked out. And yeah, we off the bullshit. I'll put you on the news clip. Ambulance can't do shit. The goons gon' ride out. You should watch your mouth, cause I catch you at your job while you clocking out. With the fifth up, now you copping out. Forensic came and now they they gotta chalk you out. Tiptoe, be silent. The metal in my gear, but I got it silenced. On the island, we was wildin'. Turtles running back and forth, the hounds howling. The stars and the millers, they was growling. Ciphers with lifers, showing off my talent. Nigga, it's hybrid entertainment. Yeah, we fresh up out the basement. Me and Croc like sugar pop. We riding together. Only difference to the story is we dying together. You can ask them. We was in a Bing together. Red alarm shading the way we had to bring together. I believe in God, but I know the devil is real. My brother on the run, eventually he going to jail.
Who that? Motherfucker, who that? Motherfucker, who that?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably put the mixtape. It's not gonna drop tonight, but I'm gonna put the body of the mixtape together today, on the songs or whatever, and then I'm gonna submit them. I'm gonna submit them for approval and all that, and get a date. Then I'm gonna post the date to let y'all know when the new music is coming out, you know? But this one of the songs I'm getting ready to drop right here, you know? Yeah. Top of the game, you already know what time it is. Almost said pick and roll. Pick and roll already out, baby.
You better hope that God bless you, nigga. Say a few more prayers before I catch you, nigga. And that's word to my mother, I'ma stretch you, nigga. Ain't gon' be no CEOs to protect you, nigga. And all them bloods that admired your hit should put him on a pound, cause he fired and missed. Stupid nigga got caught trying to say that I snitched. Asked him where the paperwork, I bet he quiet as shit. And he walk around screaming that he BSV. When I already know his bloodline is HIV. Can't roll with me, nigga. You don't war with the gang. You niggas soft, you niggas is lame. Whoa.
Who that? Motherfucker, who that? Motherfucker, who that?
All the goons gon' ride out, enemies gon' die now. Cause the drama don't die out, and where you gon' hide out? Cause I'ma bring the pain, and I'ma let it bang. You can't call time out when we run up in your mom's house. You leave the whole scene chalked out, and yeah, we off the bullshit. I'll put you on the news clip. Ambulance can't do shit, the goons gon' ride out.
Yeah. Shout out to all those people I've been seeing all morning. You know, I'm saying the pride and love of Brooklyn in your eyes and your salute. And I mean, and I appreciate that, man. I'm glad y'all appreciate me, man. You know what I mean? I'm also glad you recognize that I'm out here in these streets, man. You know? Contrary to you know, to false belief and all that. You know I'm out here. You know I'm doing what I do out here. Open up your eyelids. Just pull over. I'm trying to figure out what's for breakfast this morning. You know? Trying to figure out what for breakfast this morning, beloved. Let me pull up a little closer, see what's going on over here. Come on, Buster, I see you, brother. Huh? Linden and what? Linden and Thomas Bowling? Alright. Alright, you inbox me on the corner line. I do it. Alright, copy. You know? Yeah, my son driving the city but pulled over. Yo, I need you to come to my studio on Linden and Thomas Bowling. You know what I mean? Yeah. Look. I say shout out to the MTA facts. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You see what I'm talking about? Man love, man. Man love, man. So they can say what they want. You know what I mean? You can bring as many people as you want. Indirectly or directly. You know what I mean? Come with the negativity and talk about your boy. But like I said, clearly the people's champ. You know what I mean? So don't get it twisted, man. You know what I mean? Facts. And I'm gonna pull up with the whole hybrid and show out for the homie. You know what I mean? Facts. And I'm gonna show out for the homie. You know? Yo, somebody get Hassan Campbell on the line. Tell that nigga I said I want him to interview me, man. I'm gonna give him a Corey King interview, man. John Smith, salute, top of the game. Word up. I'm gonna let Hassan Campbell interview me, man. You know what I mean? You already know Red Chucks, beloved. You see him. You know what I mean? See him, baby. You know? Nah, I ain't giving Queen for my interview, man. Nah, I ain't giving Queen for my interview, man. He played himself, man. What happened to Zoo? She flipped on Zoo? What happened? Yeah, Flip played too much, man. I ain't messing with Flip, man. I ain't messing with Flip, man. That's it, man. It's lit when I see Flip. Oh, nah, I'm joking, man. Nah, me and Flip already talked about it. Flip gonna interview me. You know what I mean? I just do the Hassan Campbell situation out there because he always in his car talking to us. Now interview somebody, man. You know what I mean? Pull up and interview somebody, Hassan. You know what I mean? Yeah, his Mars, yo. Hassan Mars be trying to kick me out their thing too, yo. I be going up in there. I been going up in there, listen to him, he talk or whatever. I catch him loud, and the Mars be trying to kick me out. And I, you know I ain't no troll. I just go in there and listen. If he catch me in the moments where I'm not doing nothing, I go in there and I listen. The Mars be trying to kick me out and all that, man. I go, hey, what's up, chat? And they start trying to, retract my what you call it, my comments and all that. And you know I don't troll. You know I don't be disrespect none of that. You know? And then I be seeing some of them coming here. Some of them coming here and my group though, spying. Hey, good morning, salute. I know that. I'm just messing with him this morning. You know how I saw they messing with me. He definitely not messing with me, Hassan. I know since I've been driving, the police been stopping a whole lot of people, man. This morning, what they doing, man? People gotta go to work, man. Yeah, facts, all day. Shout out to BBN all day, man. You know?
Big house with pretty sand. As a youth, couldn't understand. Always tried to be the man. Now I know how to play my hand. From 100 to a million bands. One choice with life, man. Just me and my wife, man. Yeah, she's my right hand. Just blew one lifespan. One night blew 100 bands. Broke brands with 100 fans. Beat the fans in the tinted van. Still walk through gritty, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. Sometimes I be feeling myself, yo. You heard? Sometimes I be feeling myself. You know why? Cause niggas know when I did that verse right there. I wouldn't take Drake that joint, man. You know what I mean? Little or no penmanship. You know what I mean? It's just a track. The track. Look. Let me start it over. The track just carry you. Listen to the track from the start, from right here. This part here, just make you feel like
hybrid.
You know what I mean?
I got 2 nuts in my pocket. This game I'ma lock it. I just keep it popping and keep these haters watching. I got 2 nuts in the stash. Focus on my cash. I remember being broke. Ain't no going back to that. I got 2 nuts in my pocket. This game I'ma lock it. I just keep it popping and keep these haters watching. I got 2 nuts in the stash. Focus on my cash. I remember being broke. Ain't no going back to that. Yeah, I'm so cold, call me Frio. I hustle like Montego and Montego, then it's Rio. Setting visions for my people. When we did it, now it's legal. Ain't no acting Steven Seagal. Boy, ain't capping when we see you. Got me laughing at you Beatles. I ain't
Talking about the band. My man, can you see you?
no longer doing scams. Counting bands was the
Yeah, everybody pregnant, man. I swear, yo. Everybody's pregnant. Every time I turn around, somebody pregnant, man. If I turn the camera around, it's mad. I just see like 8, 9 people walk by this lady right here. Everybody's pregnant and shit, man. And where she getting ready to drop. They've been busy. They've been busy this summer, you heard? This summer, coming to the summer, they've been busy. You know what I mean? Yeah, in fact, they've been busy this summer, man. But yeah, but like where I left off at, I was talking about, you know, music. I was talking about music, you know, and you know, keeping my God focused. They challenged me too. I ain't the only one that do the challenge. Facts, you know, that Hotel Atlantic made a super killing. You know what I mean? Facts. But I was talking about, you know, because I don't just challenge them or, you know what I mean? We all, what you call it? We all get challenged. Hey, yo, do me a favor, man. My mods, one of my mods, could y'all please put the calling number up? Let's take some call-ins right quick. You know? Hey, Wildcat, call 929-387-1567. Call in, Cat. Call in and vibe with the people, man. Let's get it popping, beloved. You know what I mean? Ask CK, but today we're gonna ask Wildcat today. You know what I mean? Call in, Cat. 929-387-1567. Once I get Wildcat on the line, then y'all can call in. I'm gonna do the 3 right there like I've been doing, so the people can talk to Wildcat. I'm gonna answer some questions too, but for the people always call that phone, man. Stop calling that phone, man. Damn, man. Always call the phone. Don't call that phone, man. Tripping, man. Top of the game, 212 with me.
It's popping, fool. He said,
All the time, beloved. Shine to the nine, baby.
9%.
Yeah, we got we
Yep.
got we got Wildcat online, y'all. You know what I mean? So anybody want to call in now? I'm a three-way, and y'all can chop it up with Cat. You know what I mean? Double up
Popping,
all
though.
the time. Ain't that, man? You know, just doing what I do, or whatever, making my rounds. You know?
Yeah, I got up early because I got a few things to do this morning and shit. But
Where you at? You in the area or you up top?
nah, I'm up top. I was just in the area over the weekend.
Yeah, I know. I pulled the what you call it.
Yeah, I was up there, but I'll be back down in another week or two.
Yeah, I told you I want me and you and Kevin to get together so we can chop it up or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to do the forum too. I'm about to do the forum, I mean.
Oh word.
Yeah, I'm about to do the forum, so I'm gonna need y'all on deck for that, so we can sit around and I mean we're gonna do a to and from questionnaire. What I might have to do is while we doing what we doing and we record it in YouTube studios, I'm gonna probably have my live on. I'm gonna get a tripod sitting there with my live on so the people can actually watch it on YouTube, and then we can what you call it, have them call in and ask all of us questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
That's good.
yeah,
I mean
that's the aspect of the
that's a good
Vocast
thing.
that Jack ain't think about. So y'all heard it here first. If you listen to Jack, on the next Vocab, we're gonna have me, Cat Wildcat, on the forum. So we're gonna have to get an extra tripod to put my phone up so that the people can see what we got going on or whatever. You know what I mean? And let them call in, ask questions so that they can actually see all of us together. Mel Cross too. My bad, Mel. Mel Cross too. We all gonna come together and we gonna chop it up, man. I mean, good morning, Miss Playful. Ah, you know what I mean? So that's what it is, though. That's what it is, though, beloved. Like, you know what I mean? Trying to turn it up a notch, man. You know?
Yeah, salute to everybody. I see I got a lot of love over here, man. Salute, man. Double up, this playful, bipolar Campbell. Um, Salute to Dante Williams, Shattered. Salute to everybody, bro. Um, you saw my you saw the live I did yesterday.
Nah, somebody told me somebody see Wildcat doing it live, but I was, you know how I am, and I'm taking care of my BI. So I said I made a mental note to check it out. I mean,
Yeah, I did an interview with a train hopper.
okay,
Yeah, I saw him lighting the fire and shit. I saw the smoke. I went in there and I saw that nigga in there. So I said, let me holler at some man, see if you need any help or something.
yeah, no question.
John Smith, salute, John Smith. Salih El Shaddai, salute.
Facts.
Yo, what you
So we got Wildcat on the line, y'all. Anything? Ricky Bird, salute. Top of the game. Anything y'all want to ask? This is the time to call in. The calling number is up. Okay, there you go. Hold on, Cat. Top of the game, 212 with me.
Yo, what's good, man?
Ain't that? It's all good, beloved. We got Wildcat on the line, so we on three-way
Yo,
right now.
Yo, Wildcat was good, Brody, man. The East is crazy, man. The East is crazy, man. Shout out to my man Cookie and shit from Pink House and all that, man. Yo, man, I love that. I really built it. Facts, man. The East of the Bush, man. I love what y'all brothers is doing, man. I'm actually from Harlem and shit, man. But you know what I mean? I used to be in the Bush, you know what I mean? East 18 Beverly Road and shit. Go to the East and all that. Facts, yeah. You know what I mean? I definitely know that area.
Yeah, that's my hood. He in my hood.
Yeah. Shout out to Albemarle, you know what I mean? Two Puerto region.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Shout out. But one thing I gotta say, man, that interview I did with Queensfoot, man, was a beautiful situation, man, because a lot of young brothers and shit, man, getting misled and shit, man. A lot of young brothers getting misled and shit, man. So that was a beautiful interview, man. That was good, man. Like,
Facts.
Yeah, we appreciate that, bro, man. Your content counts, you heard? You know, this is a people thing. This is not just a us thing. We do this with everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we come from the same places as other people do too, which means what? Which means that we could accomplish, or anyone could accomplish this the same way we did, man. You just gotta fight, stay strong, stay focused, and stay out the way. You know what I mean? Because you see what's going on out there with the Takashis and all the other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's already telling you, man. The game has a crack in it. You know what I mean? So
exactly, man. That shit been done since back in the fucking 90s. This shit is over, man. When fucking Giuliani came up and fucking cleaned the streets of New York, that shit, it was over for that, man. It was
right. Done. There goes a man that knows his. There goes a man that knows his shit. That's a fact, yo. That's where it started from. Giuliani was starting to sweep like 3-4 heads off each corner, taking them in, giving one dude a real charge, the other three give them fake charges, make them tell them shit that they don't know, just so that they can get more people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They started incorporating the snitch shit from back then. Don't pressure on people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Cat, you're holding down. Cat, you're holding down for 5 minutes. Don't hang up, homie. You're talking for a minute. Let me run inside here while you're talking. This way, the live is still going. I'm coming right back.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely hit it on the head there, man. Because that's what they did. They implemented a structure back then that right now it's not only it's an implementation, but it's like an excuse to get people arrested or to take people in. You know what I'm saying? Like look at Giuliani now. He's Trump's stooge now. He's looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he looking way stupid. You know what I'm saying? But he don't care. You know what I'm saying? Cause he halfway dead anyway. But you know you gotta look at it like what the stepping stone that he put is the problem. You know what I'm saying? Because now what it does, it creates infrastructure chaos, man. It causes, you know, if you got 5 heads on the corner, they're not really bothering with nobody. They're probably just all beating up there to go somewhere else. Already they have guilt. Just for being more than one person on the corner is already guilt. You know what I'm saying? So that's...
Oh, yeah. Exactly. And New York, they fucking implement the broken policy and shit. The fucking broken policy and shit. You could be chilling outside and shit. I think NY started that whole stop and frisk and shit, man. Touching on niggas and shit, man. You try to, you know, be smoking sour and shit. They fill it up on you and shit, man. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? One thing I gotta give it to de Blasio, man, for stopping that shit. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie, if he wouldn't have stopped that shit, who knows how much more people would have been in jail for dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing that that you know he came and he stopped that shit, because now if you look at the arrests are more you gotta go by law, man. Everything should be by that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to implement a law, then stick to the meaning of the law and don't use it at your own discretion.
And another thing about NY, because I'm from NY, from Harlem and shit, another thing I like about NY that's different from any other state is that the Spanish brothers and the black brothers always had a good connection and shit, man. From the black spades and shit, Spanish nomads. I'm Haitian and Cuban. So, you know what I mean? So we always had a good connection. But over there in California, you know what I mean, it's a little different. The Mexicans don't really mess with the, you know what I mean, with the red and the blue and shit. So it's a little different. But over here, we vibe with each other and shit. So it's very good.
Yeah, that's one thing. New York has always been a trendsetter. You know what I mean? That's what makes us like one of the most prolific states. You know what I'm saying? Is that our diversity is different from anywhere else. We don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to separate yourself, man, to feel better about yourself. When all you got to do is accept other people for who they are, and if they're in your level, to keep them around you. If they're not on your level, you get the fuck away from them because you already know what they're about. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and then now you see something. Now you see a trend that's different because when the shit started in '93, it was mostly black brothers, but now, percentage-wise, it's more Spanish. It's more Spanish dudes on the red team than black brothers now and shit. So now the whole script done flipped and shit like that. Man, there's no beef with the LKs and shit like that. Man, everybody repping the 5 stars and shit, man. So it's much different now from 2009, from 1993 and shit, man. There's way more Spanish blood niggas than ever before now.
Yeah, no, man. I be getting hit up a lot. I didn't even realize, man, but I be getting hit a lot. And I always talk to a lot of my Dominican brothers too, man. I tell them, I was like, yo, I don't want y'all going to jail. I want y'all to stay out there, and I want you to find something that you're good at and stick to it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got to do to get to there, you know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. But at least stick to something. Stay focused. You know what I mean? Because it's so easy to get out of focus, especially in this world nowadays, man. Everything's about a fad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you have close to 9 million people in the 5 boroughs. That's a lot of stress. You taking a train, dudes bumping your shoulders and shit, all type of shit, man. You know what I mean? You gotta keep the aggression under control and shit, man.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that train shit is ridiculous. I be on the train sometimes. I be saying to myself, man, all you gotta do is pour syrup on me, my niggas. I'm straight gangster. My nigga, I'll be up in there like, yo, what the fuck, yo? Like, can I get some space, yo?
Yeah.
Then you got them people that don't brush their jibs either, too. They need them niggas be yawning and shit like dogs. You ever see how dogs yawn? Like, come on, bro. Like, why you shit open so wide? Nigga, fuck you doing, bro? Burning the shit out of my ear over here, man. You violate. It's early in the morning, man. You smell like garbage stuff in this bitch, man.
Hey, that's what you got to throw. They got to throw a Tic Tac in their mouth real quick and shit, man.
Yo, or just shake the bottle. Just let them hear the you know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, oh, it's me? Oh, they're going to put their head down like, oh, okay, let me see if I get one of these booths in here in the train station and buy me a little $2 Tic Tac box, you know?
Facts, man. Facts and shit, man. But like, it's a beautiful...
I like to shout out everybody that's in here, man, because, and especially brothers like you, man, because, y'all staying in tune and y'all can spread the message, man. We're just the examples, but y'all gotta spread the message, man, because it's y'all gonna live longer than us because y'all the younger generation, and y'all gotta save y'all generation.
Facts.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta save y'all generation, man, because we can't let people fuck our generation up and think that shit is cool to do certain things when it's not. You know what I'm saying? So we always gotta keep. Go ahead.
Yeah,
that's a whole fact.
Oh yeah, when before I got my bachelor's degree, I didn't have my degree yet, but I spoke to a professor at Albany, like one of the Albany high schools upstate New York and shit, man. I wanted to talk to them about gang violence and shit, man, because believe it or not, man, upstate New York and shit, man, they bugging out, man. Rochester, Buffalo, man, Albany and shit, they wilding over there. Newburgh, it's just crazy, man.
You know what's crazy about that, bro? Is that my man, he live up there, right? He told me they're having a kill count up there right now. Who can catch the most bodies? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah,
I don't know if y'all heard what happened in the Rock, man. In the Rock, some crazy stuff happened, man. They if you look it up on the news, man, right now the Rock is like under surveillance. So they took a police dude, stabbed him up, killed him, then shot him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wilding out there, man. I went out there to speak to a couple of heads and shit, try to tell them, you know what I mean, y'all gotta chill. Because y'all gonna make it so hot. Right now a lot of people don't know Rochester don't got cameras. Ain't no cameras out here. It might be maybe 1 or 2 cameras in certain lights, but about that there is no cameras out here. So a dude could get laid down quick out here and nobody will know nothing. So maybe a day or two later. You know what I'm saying? So I always come out. You know what I'm saying? I holler at my rock
No.
in the rock out here. So I always holler at them, man, and keep it on a fun level, man, because that's how I be. I don't run around with that rah rah shit. I ain't with all that rah rah shit. I like to have fun, and when you have fun, you don't think about doing dumb shit. When you have fun, you think about doing things that's fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah, exactly.
that keeps people out of trouble. Like I ain't got a bachelor's. I should have went for my bachelor's. I got an associate. But that's I commend you for getting your bachelor's, man, and for being in the loop, man.
Thank you, man.
That means that you from the hood and went and did the right thing, man. So you're a perfect example for those out there that's from the hood but blame the hood for the reasons that they do the things that they do.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Look at you. You got a bachelor's degree, came from the hood. So you're an example for those. They can't that excuse is no good, right? Because you're the example that a person can make it no matter where they come from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man. I also want to shout out to Queen Flip for doing the interviews with a lot of older dudes that who was brought up from the late 70s to the 80s and shit like that, man. So the younger generation could see it was crazy back then and shit. You know what I mean? Even though the crime rate was bugging out and fucking in the early 90s and shit, man. New York was crazy, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. The 90s was different, bro. It was different, bro. That shit was like the Wild Wild West out there, man. I try to tell people that it was way different back then. But, you know what I'm saying, like, I use those scenarios and those experiences to lead those in the right path. Because that's what a lot of people don't have nowadays. They don't have, how you call it? They don't have big brothers. They don't have people that sort of guide them and tell them, yo, what you doing, man? Nah, don't do that shit. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do this. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that. Nowadays, people are like, oh, let me see if you can do it. Let me see if you can do it. You know, and instead of inspiring, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to negativity, it's not supposed to be inspiring. It's supposed to be retiring. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be people saying, yo, man, the game is over. It got cracks in it. Why would I put on a pair of pants with a hole in the crotch area? That shit don't make no sense.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts, man. Because I always had a father in my house and shit, but I always looked up to the dude like 2 blocks away from me from the group home and shit. Then I started fucking with the L&W and shit. You know what I mean? That's the Pee Wee League before you get real right and shit. That's 13, 14, bugging out and shit, man.
Yeah, it's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Everything is trial and error, bro. Trial and error. Trial and error, man. After those trials and errors create what you are today, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on,
it either
Cap.
makes you or breaks you.
Hey, Cap, hold on 1 second.
Yo.
Plainfield, New Jersey, I see you calling. That's the the conversation, and I got you next. Yeah, you can finish, Cap.
Yes.
All right, man. I love y'all brothers, man. I'm gonna let New Jersey call in real quick and shit, man. I love New Jersey, man, but I'm from New York. You know, I see it as New Jersey, the little brother and shit. We the big brothers in New York and shit, man. But I love New Jersey. I love New Jersey, though, man.
Right. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you calling, yo.
All right, man. Be easy, man. I love y'all dudes, man.
All right, salute, beloved.
Stay up. Salute.
All right. Salute, man.
All right, here can play for New Jersey right here. Top of the game, 212 with me.
PK, what's good, man? All right.
Ain't everything good. How are you?
Everything good, man. Yo, salute, bro. Love what you're doing, man. Everybody trying to spread that unity and love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Facts.
Yeah, that's Wildcat out there?
That's Cat, yeah.
Yo, Schwan, brethren.
Yo, what, man, yo?
Everything
yo,
good.
Tell kid, let me see him and my food, you see me? Hey, yo, CK. Yo, CK, yo, I'll be watching your shit, man. You be cracking me up with that fast food, though, man.
Yeah, right now, I'm eating a chicken and biscuit right now.
I know, man. When you got out the car, I was like, I bet he's gonna get some fast food and get some fucking what you call
man,
it?
you know, you don't know.
Them tater tots,
Yeah.
Nah,
Hash brown.
I gotta eat a roti in the morning at least, or dog.
Yeah, man. You gotta start drinking some green juice in the morning, man, or some green tea or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Real talk, man. But yo, man, definitely though, man. I like the vibe that y'all pushing though. Definitely, man. I seen that. I be watching everybody, man. I seen that little vibe that was going on with the homie Scheme, and I'm glad that y'all ironed that shit out, man. Because I don't like all that friction and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had to deal with like that shit in prison. Now y'all out here. Everybody should be just good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Facts. Yeah. A real thing in my talk, you know.
And straight up. Yeah, but man, I tap the line too long still because I know a lot of people trying to call in and shit. So I just wanted to call in, just heal everybody up and salute them. See?
Yeah, freedom is a must, brethren.
All right, my youth.
Rise up.
Respect. Salute.
Yes, respect.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right. Somebody was just calling them.
Yeah.
Somebody was just calling for 718 number. You can call back.
718.
Yeah, they was calling. You know, they be calling in, but they be just calling in while somebody else be on the line.
Oh, got you.
You know.
Early Manson.
He right
North
too.
Carolina.
He right too.
Salute.
I went and got 2 chicken sandwiches. I should have got my hash brown, man. Damn, man. Anyway, you know what I mean? So at the end, whatever.
Yo, you ain't need no roti shop?
Yeah, it's roti shops up here. It's too early for roti for me.
Oh.
And I like the shrimp rotis better than all that shit.
Facts.
You know?
Roti is my shit. I like the go-to though.
I like whoever was just trying to call in a little while ago, you can call in now. You was calling while I was calling on the phone. If you watching the live and you hear a caller, you know, you can call in, but wait till you hear the caller almost at completion of his conversation. If you calling while he's talking, I'm not gonna answer the phone. All right. So we still taking calls right now. You wanna Butcher Gang? What it do? We still taking calls right now. Y'all wanna holler at me or holler at Wildcat? The number's online. 929-387-1567. Call in. 212 with us.
Yeah, you making me hungry. I'm about to flip and get me something to eat. When you went to Mickey D?
Yeah, I stopped right in front of it. I just said, fuck it, why not? But it's a chicken biscuit. This shit is 2 for $4. Why wouldn't I? Hold on.
Oh, hell yeah. A chicken biscuit?
Yeah, hold on a minute. Top of the game, 212 with me.
Top of the morning.
How you?
What's good, y'all, man?
And how you,
I'm
below?
alright, man.
We got Wildcat on the line.
Yo, Cat, what's up, man?
What up, bro? How you?
Hey, yo, man, on some serious shit, though, man. I wanted to ask y'all, like, any of y'all familiar with, like, the grand jury? Because I'm kind of going through something right now. I need, like, a little advice and shit.
Yeah.
Grand jury?
Yeah. All right, the situation was, I was supposed to go take my shit to the grand jury, but they didn't even contact me. I went to call yesterday, and they talking about the grand jury indicted me. Like, is that legal?
Nah. That's not legal.
You have a right to be present in the grand jury. What happened there, so you're aware, is you have an attorney?
I don't got no attorney right now. To be honest with you, I was just worried about bail when the situation had first, for me, popped off and all that. I was worried about bail. They had given me bail the same night. My man posted it the next morning. I was out. So my man told me, he like, yo, just go to the grand jury, tell them, because long story short, I was in the crib. They went in the crib, but my name, nothing is on the crib. You feel me? So my man was like, go to the grand jury, explain to them you was just over there for the night. You ain't know what the fuck happened. Niggas came in. I was set to go to the grand jury. I don't know. They never contacted me, no nothing. I went to court yesterday. And them niggas just told me that the grand jury indicted me. I'm like, man, this shit crazy. It's funny. I know I gotta get a lawyer right now, but in my head, I'm like, is that legal?
Nah,
Nah, it's not.
Have you
Because under
listen?
what?
Have you requested to see the grand jury? They supposed to have produced you.
Yes. You gotta when you get a chance, go you could Google it or you could go on a computer.
I ain't even gonna front, cat. I've been on Google for like 2 nights straight. You heard? Like, whoa.
Go to 190.50.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, let me write that down. Hold on, let me write that down. 190.50.
Yeah, look up 190.50. And that's CPL.
190.50.
Yeah, that's CPL. Remember the law, which is the law
Okay.
itself, and then you got criminal procedure law, which is the procedure of how the law is implemented.
Okay.
So when you go on the computer, look up criminal procedure law and then put 190.50.
I'm gonna do that as soon as we get off the line. You heard? Well,
Yeah, because remember that.
All right,
Remember that
Savannah. That's what it is.
remember that unless there's an active waiver that says that you waive testimony in the grand jury, then that whole shit is no good. It's illegal. You got to put in a 190.50, and you got to write a letter to the judge, letting the judge know that you had wished to be present in the grand jury, and you don't know why you wasn't allowed to be in the grand jury. There's a violation of your rights.
yeah, I ain't even gonna hold you, man. I was looking forward to going to that shit. I went to my court date yesterday. Just told me I was indicted. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, nah. See, that's what they do. What they do is they rush the process before a person realizes they're right. You know what I'm saying? They know that we're in a more smarter world. So a lot of people do a little more researching now than they did before. Before threw money at the lawyers and let the lawyers do it. Now you got to put in your own work. So it's always good to know these things, that when you get arrested and you're arraigned, whether you come out on bail or not, you have a right to be testified in the grand jury on your own behalf. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and that's what I was trying. I wanted to do that. I don't know why the legal aid bitch was talking about she was trying to contact me and all that, but I'm like, how you was trying to contact me when I never even recovered my phone? He still got my phone as evidence. She was acting like she was shocked, like, you still have your phone? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, you have to go. She gave me this room number to go to in the court, but I was just so pissed off after I heard about the indictment, I just left. She was telling me to go to the next part of the courtroom, and I got to file a paper, and that goes to the DA to see if I can get my phone back. I'm like, but I never had my phone, so how could you contact me? Nobody sent no letters to my mailing address, no nothing. How was you trying to contact me? And she's like, oh, don't, just go about living your regular life. A case like this take like a year and a half to 2 years, but yeah, we got a strong case. But I know I gotta get a lawyer, but I know like the facts of the case really not that strong, so I don't understand how could the grand jury indicted me.
yeah,
Like I really wish I could elaborate a little more. You know what I mean? Because damn, fuck it.
Nah. Yo, what you do is you got my Instagram.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't fuck with the gram and all that. I be trying to hit all y'all on y'all live just to ask y'all the questions about legal shit. I mean, this Dante Wells.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. What's up, Dante? Hey, yo.
What's good? What's good?
I don't want you putting too much on this.
Yeah. That's why I was trying to elaborate with one of y'all on personal shit.
But here's the thing, right? These are the three main things you gotta know, right? If they appointed you a legal aid, and the legal aid couldn't get in contact with you, right? Now, on the Strickland versus Washington, remember this case, Strickland versus Washington. On the Strickland versus Washington, they set a precedent. The precedent is you can only claim ineffective assistance of counsel if there's a breach of communication or y'all diverge in strategy. You got both. You got a breach of communication and you got a diversion in strategy because while that legal aid strategy was for you not to be on the grand jury and testify on your behalf, you're against that. That wasn't what you wanted to do. You wanted to go to the grand jury.
Facts.
So right there,
and I said it on record. My first court date after I bailed out. You feel me? They asked me about the grand jury. As a matter of fact, the first court, the next court date after the bailout was probably like a week later. That's when I thought I was going to the grand jury. And then they said it was no grand jury action ready at the moment. And then they gave me a court date for yesterday. So I had roughly about 2 to 3 weeks just waiting. When I go to the court date yesterday, they just say I was indicted. I'm like, what?
Was the legal aid? Was the legal aid there?
The legal aid. That's the crazy thing you asked. That the legal aid was not there the day when the court date before last. She seemed like an assistant or some shit like that, but she was there yesterday.
And she was supposed to be there for the grand jury. And they had a grand jury.
Yeah.
And they had a grand jury in your absence. She should have been present at that. See, whether you make it there or not, they still have to be present.
Fact.
I ain't know nothing about it. You heard? They just hit me at bombshell when I went yesterday. They said I was indicted. I'm like, oh man, this shit crazy.
So what you need to start doing is, first of all, put in a motion for ineffective assistance of counsel.
Right.
Off the rip. Don't let that counsel continue no longer.
Can you repeat that one more time, Cat? I couldn't hear you. I'm gonna write it down. So.
Yeah, put in a motion for ineffective assistance of counsel.
Assistance of counsel.
Yeah, ineffective assistance of counsel.
Of counsel. Yeah.
And then put this case next to it. Put Strickland versus Washington.
Strickland.
Yeah, Strickland. STRI.
I got it.
Yeah, CKLAND versus Washington.
Okay. Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Now, this is what you do. You can write the motion or you can type the motion on the computer. But there's a lot of motions already. When you you can go to the jailhouse lawyer's manual, or you can go to the Gilbert Penal Law. It's a burgundy book. It's a big, thick burgundy book. If you go to the library, it's a big, thick burgundy book. It's called Gilbert's Penal and Criminal Procedure Law.
Facts.
When you go in that book, you gotta make that's a fact. Ooh, Shattered. That's right, Shattered. Yeah, you see Shattered put it up there. Strickland versus Washington, 466 U.S. 668. You heard?
Good look at status.
Yeah, so that's the landmark case. That case there is what defines the performance of the attorney and what constitutes ineffective assistance of counsel. So in your case, you already got a violation of your rights because you had a counsel that didn't get in contact with you, and you wanted to go to the grand jury, and you was denied. That's what you're supposed to put. You was denied your right to go to the grand jury.
And then on top of that, this is the most important part that keep getting past everybody is, if they gave him a court date for yesterday, it should have been no grand jury proceeding before he went to court and they agreed upon. Even if it happened yesterday, he put him in present just all right. Listen, at 1 o'clock, grand jury hearing, blah blah blah. Be back here at 10, whatever case may be, whatever. If they gave you a date for yesterday, then it should have been no grand jury on before yesterday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they rushing it so that he don't.
Another thing I wanted to ask y'all, like when it came in the spot, you heard like you know, my shorty was in the spot, and like, so I'm asking them, like, I'm not saying nothing for me, but I asked them, like, yo, y'all coming in here with guns and kids and all that, like, y'all, where the warrant? Can I see a warrant? One of the niggas like, yo, that's a movie shit. The way they was talking, like, they didn't want to show me, then the nigga came, the bag. Like, he did the shit so fast. The shit didn't have my name on it, no nothing. All I had was the apartment that I was at, but I don't live there. You feel me?
Yeah.
The legal aid was trying to say, oh, it's a strong case, but she was trying to say, like, we have to, like, press to see about the warranty. I just don't know. I think, like, the whole warranty shit, they really ain't have one. Like, the first offer them niggas tried to say was a 6-5 split. You feel me?
Oh yeah, they always do that. When they start doing shit like that.
But listen, for the duffel and some other shit, you feel me? They had found. And the bill was low, and then my shorty shit, they ain't even give her no bill.
Because it's a bullshit. They ran inside the house. And let me tell you that, first of all, this is the first thing you need to understand, right? This is the first thing you understand, right? When they went inside of an apartment, right, you could have had 75 firearms, right? Inside of an apartment, you're not posing no threat. First of all, second of all, if they find you in an apartment and they find a firearm, they may try to give you an E or a C felony, but it's really a misdemeanor. Why? They found it indoors of a residence. You know what I mean? And
yeah, that's what one of my men was telling me.
Yeah.
I still ain't see what they found or whatever, but they were saying that whatever they found was unloaded for me. So my man was like, that's gonna be a misdemeanor. But I'm like, yo, I still
if it's unloaded, it's really.
I ain't holding up.
Listen, bro, if it's unloaded, then it's exactly a misdemeanor. They don't try to give you an A misdemeanor. They gonna break that shit down to like a C misdemeanor and try to give you some bullshit for it because the search is illegal. If he showed you some papers real fast and didn't say anything on it,
he just flashed it in my face.
Now I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what's going on. He did that. They rushed you prematurely. They probably realized that y'all was in the residence. The warrant was on his way, and just ran up in there and then subdued y'all. They probably already found what they found, and they were still holding y'all, taking their time to get y'all to the precinct of downtown to give time for the warrant to get on deck, to be on deck. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do.
Man.
And they think they got you. Oh, he's in there now, or whatever. All right, where's the warrant at? It's on his way. All right, well, they're an hour out. Okay, let's do it now anyway.
Another question: Is it illegal for them after they hit a spot? Ain't they supposed to leave the warrant at the residence of the spot that they hit?
They're supposed to leave a copy of the warrant.
They ain't doing none of that.
See, under
the person whose residence it is, she actually went to the precinct, and she's been going to the precinct. She even went to my first.
You know what you need?
You know what you need? Nobody giving her no warrant.
Now, hear me, bro. We understand it, but that right there, they gonna make you fight. Why? Because your lawyer didn't address and put all that on the table. But I'm gonna tell you how this is your next move right now. Your next move right now is to have your attorney, whether you like her or not, file an omnibus motion. An omnibus motion.
Let me write that down.
Yeah.
I got you.
For the file of omnibus motion. Omnibus motion is what it does, right? Omnibus motion is start access for all information concerning during and before your arrest. All the Sandoval material, you know what I mean? All of that, right? Brady material, all of that. Rosario material, it requests all that. Why? Right? The most important material at this point right now, because it's early in the case, is the Sandoval. Why? It gives you all the information of who did what. It's your DD5. That's all that. So if somebody said, yo, he here, this and that, and they take a statement on you, that person's name is in the DD5, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
this shit is puzzling me. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't where the shit happened at, son. I'm not even from over in the area. My girl just live over there. You feel me? All this shit puzzling me. You know what I mean? I need to go and hold you, man.
See, you gotta remember. Here's the main thing you gotta remember. If they went in that crib and you don't live there, right? If they went in that crib and you don't live there, then the warrant should have been for the person who owns the crib,
The woman ain't
Ah,
have no,
there you
the
go,
city
Cat.
has nobody name on it, cat. Nobody name. It's like somebody, you know, probably stacked or
So
something
guess
like that, and
what?
they just came in the
Now,
crib
hear me,
off
hear
money.
me.
That's it.
Somebody definitely stabbed. But my thing is, at the end of the day, I'm telling you, that's your lane or your angle of interest right there. Who
Yeah,
were you looking for on that warrant? The warrant failed to state a name or identity in terms of whose apartment it is, who you was actually looking for. Y'all just basically did a random search and took who was in the area. Remember, we was beating cases.
that's it.
We was beating cases back in the days where they would find a gun under a car, inside of a car, and take 4 or 5 people. We like, yo, hold on, time out. Y'all did a search, but how y'all lock it off? Who, who was you looking for? What made you
That's
hop
right.
out? And this is the element of stop and frisk that they don't discuss. This is the reason why the stop and frisk situation, right? Right? They'll jump out, grab you, hit you up. They might see a gun on the floor, and Pastor Frisk, yeah, we got a gun right here. Boom. They give it to you. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
with that said, it's even worse in an apartment. You have to have an identity of who you came for, right? Your reason for coming for them. This is where the warrant comes into play. You gotta be able to identify with who they was actually coming for. Were they coming for you? Were they coming for this person? This, and that? If they're coming for me, how you kick this premises in? This is not my place of residency. You know what I'm
They
saying?
said they didn't even know my name, CK, you heard?
Yeah,
They said
so,
they didn't even know my
So,
name.
was it a body warrant or a property warrant?
I guess it was a warrant to search the crib, you heard?
I would say, he said, was it a body warrant, a property warrant, or was it a search warrant or an arrest warrant? Because the search warrant and arrest
No, it
warrant are two
was a
different
search.
things.
They were saying it was a search warrant for the premises. They was looking for firearms and narcotics.
I'm gonna
Okay,
tell you, another part of that law is right. You see how you don't live there? When they come in there,
That's a fact.
they supposed to say, yo, who's the tenant? Who's the owner of the property? If I say,
They,
yo,
they, they,
something important. If I say I am, right? They supposed to then turn around and tell me, all right, well, we have a warrant to search the premises. Who lives here? Who don't? And this gives me the opposite. Listen, this guy, they're visitors here. And this is how you let go. They do it for white people all day. You know what I'm
they
saying?
ain't do none of that.
Who lives here?
Word.
Oh, I'm Jonathan Cartwright. All right, well, you Jonathan Cartwright. Who the Cartwright brothers? These are Cartwright brothers right here. All right, well, who this guy? He just visited. And off the top, they gotta let Cat go. They gotta let you go because you're just visiting. But they don't do that.
The perfect.
They even took my shorty, you heard? Word.
There's a case for that. Like, let me ask you something. You don't have any prior felonies, right?
Nope.
All right, this is good. So the feds can't mess with you. The only way the feds can mess with you is if you have a prior felony, because if not, they would have came to try to get you and make a case on the state.
I was worried about that shit when I was in the precinct, but the niggas ain't never come.
Nah, if you don't got a prior felony, they ain't messing with you. You need a prior felony because the charge in the feds is 922G. It's felon possession of a weapon that came over interstate commerce. But you don't have a prior felony. You don't have a prior felony, so you good. So what you got to do is, the worst that they have, since the gun was unloaded, is possession of a firearm in a place of home or place of business, right? Which is which would be a third degree possession. But what you got to look at, so before all of that, is the warrant. You know what I'm saying? They got no knock warrants, they got knock warrants. So if it was a knock warrant, that means that they have to have permission from the person that opens the door.
Niggas just bust in, you heard?
They just bust in. So
nothing. Yeah.
Now remember, on that warrant, it can't say your name, bro. It's got to say the person's name who owns that apartment.
Right.
They ain't say nobody name, cat. Nobody name.
Oh,
the nigga flashed this shit in front of me for like 3-4 seconds. Nigga like, oh, here go the warrant. This is the warrant. this is the apartment, and this is the judge's signature, and the nigga folded that shit right back up.
Oh, hell no, man. That nigga did the training day, man, with the Chinese food, motherfucking, with the
That's
Chinese
exactly
food.
what my shorty mom said.
Yeah, nah.
She
You need to copy that.
She used the exact same shit that you just said. The same shit. Now to the Chinese menu.
Yeah, that's that. You got to get a copy of that warrant, man. Make sure you get a copy of that warrant. That's part of your discovery. They got to give you that. You heard? They got to give you that. They can't deny you that. Make sure they give you a copy of that warrant.
Yo, somebody
man. Read that warrant in its totality.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all niggas talking to me about that too, man. Oh.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. You know what I'm saying?
This shit just got a nigga in a standstill. I'm used to moving around, but you know, now niggas like how to standstill, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
You just got, you know what you got to do is you got to keep your head up, and then you got to keep it in books, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't be trusting no attorneys, man, because they all work in cahoots with the court. So even if you get an attorney and that attorney seems like
I gotta
he
get an
wants to
attorney.
nah, you get an attorney, but you micromanage the attorney. You know what I'm saying? You make sure that he's doing what he's supposed to do.
facts.
You know what I mean? Because if not, he's gonna railroad you because he don't care about you. He care about his check.
Hey yo, my
You know what I'm
lawyer.
saying?
Hey yo, my lawyer is Mitchell Edelman, bro. Like, what I can do is, right? I can give you his number. I can give you his number.
Mitchell Edelman.
Yeah, Mitchell Edelman. That's my
Mitch?
lawyer.
Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitch. Yeah,
How you spell his last name?
Edelman. It's
EDELMAN.
Yeah.
You know Mitch?
Yeah, that's my lawyer, bro.
Bald head? He got like a bald head?
Mitch with the glasses, man, from Long Island. I'm driving
Yeah.
the S550 Benz. Yeah.
Yes. I know Mitch.
Yeah, that's my lawyer, man. My Long Island case, he got rid of all that. The cases in New York, he got rid of all
good.
that. Yeah. Money Mitch, I call
Yeah,
him
he
Money
good.
Mitch. Cause I told
Money making Mitch.
and he gonna charge you, bro, but he fair. He don't get crazy with you, all that. He work with you. You know what I mean? He work with
Yeah,
you.
he official. I know him
I'm
personally.
definitely look him up. Oh,
But yeah,
looking, y'all.
but stay in them books, man, and stay abreast, man. Don't get unfocused. Stay in them books, man, because the minute you don't concentrate and you let them do you dirty, they'll do it, man, because they don't care. They just want that check, man.
Yeah, I'm about to start making my rounds, y'all. So I'm gonna probably take a couple
Hey, yo,
more
good looking,
callers.
y'all. Good looking for the convo.
Couple more callers
No doubt,
after that.
bro,
I'm gonna end the
man.
live.
Hey, yo, CK, you know my uncle Mishi too, man.
Who?
Mishi, I seen him on your live the other day. Mishi Murder.
Oh yeah. Meeks, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my uncle. That's family.
Yeah, Meeks
Good
the
looking, y'all.
yeah, Meeks the homie. That's the homie right there.
Yeah, tell him D, man. Good looking.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right.
All right, salute.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they still doing that railroad nonsense they be doing with people. Hold on, we got another caller.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, top of the game, 212 with me.
Top of the top, CK. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Ain't Wildcat on the line too.
OG, what's popping? Especially about what you was telling the brother with the grand jury. Because sometimes, you know, a lot of the lawyers, when you first get a fame, they be telling you could just waive it and shit like that. You know, like discouraging the brothers.
Mm-hmm. You know why? Because they want that case, man. Jury, and they lose.
Yeah, you can beat it for discrepancies, and that's a fact. That's a fact. One thing I had put up on the chat, I was like, the first thing you should do when you go down or you in the jail is to put your name up for the law library. You know, older cats sat me down, man. They like, you got to understand the law of the land, bro. You gonna be doing all this stuff. You got to know what you up against, man. You know, and sometimes the lawyers that they appoint you, they not really there for you. You know, they just there to get a conviction and all of that. They not really trying to help you go to trial and all of that because that's money. Trial is money. People don't know that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
That costs the taxpayers money.
And they get 1,800 per caseload. So if they rack up like 8 to 10 caseloads, imagine how much bread they get. And if they get 9 of those people to cop out, and they only got to take 1 to trial, they made their money easy.
Right. That's a fact. One of the things I learned from going into the law library is motion in the Mickey 5, and that's to obtain all the paperwork from my case, whether it be from the prosecutor or my side. And I think one of the motions. What's CK? CK, let me ask you something. You was talking about the Sandover. What's that about?
Basically, man, like the Amis motion cover all that Sandoval material, Brady material,
I remember I did that paperwork too. Yeah.
right, and that's basically all the to and from the communications, what you actually being charged for, and stuff like that. Because that's the important part now. Now that they violating them, they violated his 180/80. You know what I mean? That's what that's the grand they got basically on 180/80, which is which is 6 months to indict.
That's a speedy trial motion?
Nah, the 180/80 is basically your right to the grand jury, and once you go before a grand jury, they give them like 6 months to indict. It's supposed to be 90 days, but in New York State it's 6 months. That's why it's called the 180/80 day. You know what I'm saying? And that's a part of the grand jury process. And because they didn't afford him his rights to appear before the grand jury, and it was actually all record him saying he wants to appear before the grand jury, they're about to dismiss and throw his case out.
Right. Especially if they got it on record that he wanted it.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's why I told him to put in the 190/50, because when you put in the white 90/50, the 190/50, that's black and white. Your request to testify and to preserve your right to testify in the grand jury.
Right. So, does he put it in as an affidavit though?
Nah, he puts it in as a motion.
As a motion, see, it's called an oral motion. When you in court,
right?
Yeah.
And you in front of the judges, you and your attorney do the talking. But these days, the judge asks you the question, and you can answer it verbally. So they say, "Yo, does your client wish to appear before the grand jury?" That's it. I'm looking and say, "Yes, Your Honor, I do." So he said it on the record that he said he wanted to appear. If that is a fact, then that case is dead. That's a PD. It's over with. You know what I mean? Because he said he wanted to do that. You know what I mean?
Fact.
Yeah.
Yo, Pat. One thing I wanted to talk about was that the gun possession, the firearm possession in New York. Yo, it was crazy because my man, I had gave him the 40, and he had got on a bike, put it in his pocket, but then he felt like the D's was chasing him, so he dipped in the project and threw the gun into like a bush or whatever. So when they went to the project, they seen the kid pointed to where he threw the gun at. They got the gun, locked him up, blah, blah, blah. So now he's in there, regular joint, like, misdemeanor, just gun possession. But from what I understood, he had an E felony. So once he was about to get out, the feds came and snatched him up. Not, you know what I'm saying? And like, this was like the first time it had happened though. So like, his mom was talking like she was going to tell and everything because it was mine. So I told her, forget it. I'm going to go to the courts. I'm going to go check on your son and I'm going to see what's going on. So I went down there, and when I spoke to the Fed lawyer, she was like, nah, it ain't about the bullets and none of that. It's just the fact that there's a new law, and he has an A misdemeanor, which is equivalent to an E felony. So the Feds decided to take the case. And they gave him like 46 or 50-something months, something like that.
See, the way it is the law is 922G. So the name of the law, because there is no law like it. Only the feds have that law.
Right.
Where it's the only reason you're guilty of violating that law is because you're a felon. That's it.
Yeah.
And because New York doesn't have gun manufacturers. So how they get you is, boom, you go to Rikers Island, they see the case is weak. As long as you have a felony, like from E on up, Yeah, as long as you have a felony, they can take the case because it falls under the doctrine of dual sovereignty. You know what I'm saying? The feds and the state are two different sovereignties.
And you know
They're
what's
allowed they're allowed to implement their laws according to the way the law is enacted in the sovereignty in which it was made. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's
because
crazy
they
though? You know what's crazy? I'm gonna cut you
yeah,
off, bro. You know what's crazy though? Right? We do have a right to bear arms in New York. We just can't
right.
bear us. We've got free fellas that we can't. We in New York we can't bear no arms. But in New York you can bear arms. You can actually have shotguns and rifles and stuff like that in New York to protect your property. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right.
Right.
For years, my pops had a shotgun. The police would come, yo, this and that. Any guns here, Mr. King? My pops said, yeah, just my shotgun. They never took the shotgun from him. You know what I'm saying? So
Was was it in his house or was he allowed to carry it outside?
it's in his house. It's in his house. But the point I'm making
Okay.
is,
Yeah.
they say, oh, no guns in New York. That's not true. Right? We just can't conceal and carry handguns in New York because of what Cat said.
Right.
There's no gun manufacturers. There's no really gun law said that that we should because now you're talking about carrying a firearm across state lines. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Facts.
Boom. So
Let me tell you something about OG. Not for nothing though. That you know what's crazy about that whole situation with my man? That wasn't even my joint. That was my uncle joint. Don't you know I had to go to my uncle and explain to him that I took his joint? Like, I didn't know what to do. And like nowadays, these kids, like, they don't know what they're going up against. So like, they would tell, like, if this was now, like, he would just be like, oh, that was my friend's gun, like, but he stood tall, he took his time, he ain't tell, and all of that, like, This is very important, and I'm glad that y'all speaking on these situations, man. I truly appreciate y'all. I'm glad you, TDK, Killer Tab, all y'all home, y'all free, y'all good. Yo, I love y'all, man. Yo, from the bottom, man. Keep this rocking, you know what I'm saying? Because the youth is going to need it. They going to need to know the consequences, not just them always about that action. But this is what you going to face after you do this, youngin'. After that, I ain't telling you no more. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all. I ain't going to hold y'all up. Y'all have a good one, man. For real, for real.
All right, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Salute, beloved. Salute.
You're ready.
All right, listen.
You're ready.
That's gonna be the last caller, y'all. They're gonna have to give me about an hour, roughly an hour, whatever. I gotta go take care of something. I gotta go upstairs to edit the video, so I might do the video from the house, or I might get back in the car, depending on what my day call for. In fact, let me find a parking spot while I'm at it. Depending on what my day call for. But I promise you, when I get back on, I will have Wildcat and possibly Cab, depending on what mind state Kev is in, you know. You gotta catch Kev when he got his good shirt on. You know what I mean? Because Kev be going through it. You know what I mean? That's the baby bro I look at to death. But at the end of the day, whatever, we gotta catch him with his good shirt on, man. You know what I mean? He in the doghouse right now. He mad, he angry because he got caught out there slipping. Wifey put him in handcuffs. You know what I mean? But he told me he got caught slipping, man. I played myself. Gotta calm it down, Kevin. Calm it down, Kevin. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, whatever, beloved, right? It is what it is, man. I'm not here, like I said, to blow smoke in nobody's behind. I'm not here to sugarcoat either, though. You heard? Like I said, I don't yes man. Cat don't yes man. Kev don't yes man. I mean, Mel Cross don't yes man. I mean, we're not doing that. Jack Frost don't yes man. The other day I had an incident where we was doing something and somebody got out of character. And I got tired of hearing the noise, the disrespect about, I don't care who it is, Frank Stan. So I pulled over. Bro, what you talking about? And Jack said, yo, CK, chill. And I spit to him, yo, stop, Jack. Back up. And then after the fact, he explained to CK, I didn't want you to get in trouble. I said, and guess what? I said, at the same time, you can't enable. You like say, yo, chill, cat, chill. What I'm doing about grabbing cat is I'm enabling the next person to feel like it is something between us but air. Cat said, yo, what? I would sit there like this. And when he look at me, I'm like, yeah, if you swing on my brother, know I'm coming too. So it's about to get crazy out here. That means
Right.
and they pipe down. They pipe down. If I say, yo, stop, yo, Shannon, stop, Shannon, I grab you, hold you. This is how I do, sucker punch you. One, even though if I'm holding you, a dude hit you, we get ready to wear him out. We're wearing him out. I grab you. It's like, you think I'm helping you jump or something, you pop, I'm gonna tear you up with my man. So anyway, at the end of the day or whatever, by saying, yo, he didn't grab me though, but he came to CK, stop. And when he said stop, the individual started going, yo, I said, yo, Jack, stop, back up. He seen my face, he knew I wasn't threatening him. I would show him how serious and severe it is for him not to make this person think that they're being enabled. So he backed up and sure enough asked him, that person quiet right up. Cause now, Jack ain't gonna stop this nigga. Alright, you right. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
there you have it. But so people stop enabling people that feel like, it's a good situation to get out of line with that in which they know it destroy them. I mean, don't do that. If you know you ain't built for that caper, don't pull the caper. You know what I'm saying? Strip it down.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If your teeth healthy, don't pull. Don't pull the teeth, man. You know what I mean? Bottom line, because if you start pulling teeth and all that, and your teeth is healthy, it's gonna open the door for for cavity to start setting in, and you're messing with your jaw structure, and you having teeth pulled. You know what I mean? Dentists will tell you that, right? That's why most dentists try their best not to pull your teeth, because when you get teeth pulled continuously, it messes up your jaw structure. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody tell you no different. A professional
Right.
$1 million dentist told me that. You know what I mean? Anyway, with that said or whatever, I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna call you back, Cass, so we can finish chopping it up, because I got a game plan for something. And I want to run it by you, and I want to run it by Mel and Kev, and see how it sounds. But it's gonna be called the forum. You know what I mean? It's gonna be called a forum. The thing is, we don't say nothing. We just answer questions. We let the people answer the questions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
All the people.
I like that.
All the people's gonna ask the questions. CK, when you was 13, like, what you into sports or whatever, anything they want to know, they already know. Don't ask nothing incriminating. They know that already, so we ain't gotta go into all that. Wildcat, after the situation when you and CK was together, and you realized that you had a whole bunch of beef, like, how do you feel? Did you still have CK back? Did you feel like he got you in trouble? Questions like that. You know what I mean? Because we dealing with us, and we dealing with the past, so we ain't dealing with nothing currently, so nobody can put their hurt shit on you. They telling blood. No, we not. We talking about past tense and how it affected us per se. You know what I'm saying? And end of the day, end of the discussion, whatever. And I think this way, it'll give us a broader scope and a broader platform, because we're serving two purposes. One, we still get the truth out there. We still, broadcasting employment and education. You know what I'm saying? We're still talking growth and development, but we're giving the people a chance to be understood and to be heard, because in order to enlighten, in order to teach, one must first hear, see, touch, feel, and then understand. The terrain that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? And I feel like, even though I feel like I'm bonded with the people on my channel, the viewers, they ask me questions I did. Phone, man.
Right.
Yeah, but anyway, so I'm gonna call you back in this live. I always do it, whatever, and we get back to it. With that said, y'all.
All right, my dude.
With that said, y'all.
I love you, y'all.
I love you too, Cat. You know what I mean? With that said, y'all, salute. You know my slogan: grocery sell more than dope, man. I see y'all in about an hour or so on my next.